No, I don't care if I go back to jail. I'm gonna say this anyway. If I see any of you on the street who's putting up these red flags in my comments on my live, I will shoot you. I don't care. I will. Because you thinking I'm into kids is warrant enough for me to shoot you.
This is Brandon Brootal. On TikTok, Brandon carved out a significant space within the emo and scene community, capturing the essence of early 2000s subcultures. His nostalgic content quickly gained traction, amassing over 1.4 million followers across multiple accounts. For many of his followers, his work was a celebration of emo culture, a throwback to an era that resonated deeply with a specific audience, but with a bit of a comedic twist. Brandon is 35 years old last I checked, and this detail may have not mattered much before. However, as time passed, his age would become a critical factor in the shocking turn of events that followed. What initially appeared to be the eccentric behavior of an individual dedicated to promoting an emo culture took a darker turn when disturbing allegations surfaced involving his interactions with minors. In this first clip, we glimpsed the chaos that erupted when Brandon was arrested, but the question remains, how did he reach this point? What led Brandon from being a beloved TikTok star to the depths of disgrace on the internet? Join us as we take a closer look into his past, unraveling the series of events that ultimately led to his downfall. I'm just going to take a pause here and say that if you're new to the channel, welcome. Feel free to check out my other video on a crazy guy named Ian Foot, which will be linked at the end of this video. Otherwise, any support, whether it be a new subscriber or even a like on the video, is greatly appreciated. Enjoy the video.
You want to be my friend, you have to be 18 and up. You want to date me, you have to be 21 and up. Why? Because I'm not no Davey Vanity.
This clipped moment serves as an unfortunate foreshadowing of the troubling events that would soon unfold for Brandon. There's almost an eerie hesitation at the end of his sentence, as though he was contemplating something far deeper than he let on. For those unfamiliar, Davey Vanity was a member of Blood on the Dance Floor, an alternative band that disbanded after Davey Vanity faced numerous allegations of sexual misconduct, particularly with minors. While Brandon's situation wouldn't mirror the exact nature of those accusations, his downfall would be just as public, this time just a self-inflicted one. We'll get to that in just a moment.
Hey, what's up everybody? If anyone is seeing this who is following my other Brandon Brootal account with the 1.4 million followers, oh, my phone broke. I didn't know the password to it, or some other stuff happened where I couldn't get back into it, and I cannot get back into it, so I'm not going to be posting on it. You're not going to see anything else coming from that account, so if you follow that account, follow this one, because I will be posting on this one. The other one I can't get back into, the 1.4 million, I can't get back into that, so if you want to, you can follow this account, follow this account, and I'll be posting videos as I usually do and everything, and yeah, I'm not going to be using the other account much. It's like, can't get back into it, but, so this is my new account. Alright, thank you.
Much of Brandon's content garnered a dedicated following, largely due to the perceived wholesome nature of his posts, the lip syncing, and the weird skits he would do occasionally. However, in 2021, things began to take a turn for the worst. Brandon lost access to his main account, which had accumulated over 1 million followers. In a brief video, he addressed the situation, informing his audience that he would continue posting on his alternative account, Brandon Brootal 7. Among the videos on his new account, one stood out in particular, Brandon's response to a follower's question regarding his views on sexuality. When Brandon talks about his sexual preferences, he mentions that his beliefs were biblically based, which wasn't even near the truth. This moment would take on greater relevance as Brandon navigated the complexities of seeking a new relationship. Brandon's taste in women seemed quite specific, with his criteria for women being that they have to be in legal adult age and emo.
Oh yeah, yes, I could talk about them. First off, my views on sexuality and gender is biblically based. Now, I don't really hate the people I disagree with on sexuality and gender. Just because I disagree with them doesn't really mean I hate them. It's just the devil wants people to think that disagreement means hate.
When I mentioned that Brandon specifically wants someone who's legal adult age and emo, it comes across as a little strange, and that would be closer to the truth than not. In several of his TikToks, he talks about finding the perfect emo girl and someone who can bring him happiness and a great sense of fulfillment, which is totally understandable in a relationship. In one of those same videos, he alluded that some bad things were being said about him. These bad things were in fact allegations that had begun circulating about his inappropriate conduct around minors during conversations online.
Hey everyone, there's some stuff went around that made me look bad, made it hard to get emo girlfriend, but I do feel really lonely, like I really want an emo girlfriend to grow old and happy with, but I'm gonna keep my head up. I'm gonna find that one girl for me one day, so.
Before Brandon could really do anything about the allegations, the damage was already done. Before all the allegations exploded, it is worth mentioning that people had thought Brandon committed suicide when in reality, he was just in a critical state health-wise, and that was brought on by some personal choices he made. And his family did assure his fans that he was alive and that he was recovering. He did make a video stating that he was going to come back to posting as well and that he's in a better headspace. This disturbing video, captured during one of his TikTok live sessions, offers a reflective glimpse into his troubled mindset that he had previously expressed in the past. The video I'm showing you is one that was resurfacing more recently, reigniting speculation among viewers who many questioned whether at this time Brandon might actually fall through with ending his life, unlike the first time.
Or TikTok ever again. No more lives. This is my last live. Because going live is what did it anyway. What is a part of the problem? So yeah, I'm probably gonna I'm just gonna really think about it, but I don't know if like I'm gonna be around anymore. So
referring back to the first time Brandon was thought to be dead, he went silent and re-emerged, uploading a new video to one of his many accounts. His first return took many viewers by surprise, leaving people wondering what state of mind was he in when he made that final video, or at least what people thought was the final video, and what may he reveal next. After the stories of Brandon and the allegations, things would only get much worse for Brandon. May 17, 2023, screenshots of Brandon expressing sexual desire for a minor surfaced from a lesser-known Facebook page titled Exposing the Exposed. I can't show all the screenshots due to the graphic nature of material, but I can give a brief explanation on what was being said during this exchange. The text conversation is shown in no specific order. This was just to provide an idea of the conversation and how sickening his responses were. The individual who exchanged explicit words with Brandon was not actually a minor, but rather an account made using the photos of a real minor without their permission to act as a plant. My own issue with this is that the minor didn't give consent for their photos to be used in an operation like this, and I think that makes it a little bit of a morality issue. The individual's photos who were used actually did comment about this on another creator's video that spoke of Brandon Brootal, and out of respect I'm showing her comment as this was not okay under any circumstances. Now, I understand vigilante justice, but leave the people out of it who want nothing to do with it. It seems pretty simple. Overall, this was a gross example of neglecting the victim in this case who happened to be an actual minor. Moving forward, Brandon only continued to get worse. He made a video discussing in the strangest way possible that minors and teens were two different things and thus he isn't a predator.
Really helped me understand what.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to say in this video is 15-year-olds are babies. Anyone under 18, they're not just kids, they're f***ing babies, yo. And I don't f*** with that shit.
Brandon made considerable efforts to convince his audience that he was not a predator and that the allegations against him were unfounded. However, as scrutiny intensified, Brandon shifted his narrative, ultimately claiming that it was someone else who hacked his account and they were responsible for the incriminating messages, not him. Unsurprisingly, few people accepted this excuse and the tide began to turn against him. His once loyal fan base started to fracture, expressing their disappointment as the evidence against him mounted.
Facebook, he used it to talk dirty to a filthy minor, and then the minor thought it was me and screenshotted it and spread it everywhere on Instagram and TikTok and everywhere. And thanks to the hacker, I looked at all the comments of how people felt about me before the screenshots. And no one feels like that about me anymore. Thanks to the hacker making me look like a fucking pedophile. Making me look like Davey Vanity. Oh, hacker, if you're watching this, I'm gonna your little throat. I'm gonna throw you down and I'm gonna you with a chainsaw. You hack my profile, you mother. I'm gonna find this hacker and I'm gonna kill him.
This upcoming clip was provided by TikTok user number2 with a small fry and resurfaced in August 2024. While I can't pinpoint the exact date these unsettling messages were sent, they occurred during a period between the minor allegations and the public endangerment threats. These creepy messages were sent from Brandon himself to another account known as Awesome T-Cat. Prepare yourself, you may find yourself wanting to wash your ears out after hearing this one.
Usually women cover with tattoos, because if you look at my light videos, you're going to see a lot of women cover with tattoos, okay? Now my dad, he's the opposite. He thinks tattoos on women are trashy. I think it's hot, but anyway. Hey pretty lady. Yeah, I know, I sent a voice message to your other friend, hitting on her. The thing is, I'm very aware that this shit is all creepy, but I really don't care, because you both think I'm a kid dealer, so you can't break what's already broken, so anyway, yeah. I was looking at your TikTok videos, and I saw one video where you had no makeup on. You looked cute, you looked so damn adorable. Just want to snuggle you. Making my snuggle kitten. I'm sorry, I'm getting really creepy, but anyway, yeah, I was looking in your eyes and it made me feel shit. It made me feel like a lot of warm, fuzzy, blissful shit, and then I started having fantasies of like holding you close and snuggling you and just being with you and putting a ring on you. Balls, but I fall in love with women really fast, okay? I'm trying not to because, but anyway, I'm gonna look emo again once I get my shit. Once my dad picks up my band shirts and my ex, Sammy, gets my eyeliner, black hair dye, my black nail polish, door dashed to my room on either Tuesday or Wednesday, then I'll be happier and looking the emo way I usually look. But yeah, so like I'm honest when I say I'm not a kid diddler. I'm not a kid diddler. I'm not into minors. I just love adult women.
Brandon discusses the events leading up to his arrest, revealing that he faced harassment from individuals at a local school whenever he walked by it. The reason why he was walking by the school at the time is still unknown. One can assume that it was just part of his routine that he would walk by the school, but I think the community was putting two and two together that these allegations and him being around minors, perhaps this was a safety risk. The hostility Brandon claimed that he faced from members at the school was exacerbated by the existing suspicions surrounding his behavior, which had already labeled him as a potential predator. This harassment seems to be the tipping point for Brandon, as he eventually made a serious threat and he allegedly said that he would inflict extreme harm on everyone at the school. Once again, Brandon had managed to put himself into a situation where he appeared as an actual threat to society, and of course, this video was reported by a teacher who was at the school, and he was then arrested by police for terrorist threats. Following his first arrest, Brandon was released and had some conditions, which of course he violated, and he actually did get arrested again recently, towards the end of August.
At last, you know. But then once they go back to school, I'm gonna be harassed again, so. I don't wanna say something violent or bad, but I had thoughts of like getting rid of the school so that I wouldn't be harassed for living next to it, but that's illegal and you can't do stuff like that. I mean, school a lot closer to it than I do, and they don't get harassed at all. It doesn't make sense. There's people that live like 50 feet from the school. Just 50 feet from the school. And they don't get harassed at all. Like, I don't get it.
Brandon's first official arrest on record was February 15, 2024, and it was for the reason of making threats of mass violence against his local school. This incident likely contributed to his abrupt cessation of TikTok activity during this period, as he kind of just stopped all posting together. In subsequent videos, Brandon discussed his time in jail, describing it as a profoundly negative experience. He complained about the food, the clothing he was allowed to wear, and the overall conditions. Bit ironic if you ask me. However, his focus on these trivial aspects suggests that he missed the essential lesson of incarceration. It appears he learned very little from the experience and failed to acknowledge the serious consequences of his actions.
See, again, sorry for not looking at the comments. I have too many allegations against me to be looking at comments. So it's not mentally healthy for me. Shoot. House arrest sucks, man. See, I can't fit my ears shrank. I can't fit my ear tunnels in. Gotta get those tapers. So once I get the tapers, I can re-stretch my ears and put the ear tunnels back in. Damn. I just didn't like that in jail, man. When they made me take my lip piercing out and my ear tunnels, that sucked. I'm never going back to jail again. I'll be honest with you, when I made that threat, I did not know it was illegal at the time. I knew it was wrong, but I did not know it was illegal. But now I know it's illegal, because I went to jail for 6 months for it, and I'm on house arrest for it too. So, I'm not doing that again. I'll learn my lesson. It's not good to be in jail. It's not healthy to be in jail anyway, because you get malnourished there because they feed you really crappy, cheap, processed food, and it's not. The portions aren't very large enough either. And the commissary doesn't really help because it's just a bunch of snacks and candy. But yeah, I'm doing healthier now. I have more food to eat now since I'm out of jail. Real food. I went to QT, which I wasn't supposed to. Thank God I didn't get put back in jail. I got some hot dogs loaded with honey mustard and barbecue sauce and banana peppers on top with some relish. I eat those down just like that. 2 of them. I can't go to a gas station to get a Monster Energy drink. I wanted to get one of those large Monster Energy drinks. The green one, the original green one, a large one of those, because that's my favorite one. I can't get that shit because, well, I'm supposed to stay inside the motel. Oh, yeah, people were telling me I should stay off the internet because they said you're gonna get locked up again. You're gonna say something that's gonna get you locked up again, but I'm not staying off the internet. I just know now not to make any type of threats that'll get me locked up. Oh, thank you for the rose. Yeah, so. Yeah, my hair is turning it's starting to go brown. The black in my hair is fading.
Despite being under house arrest, Brandon still retained internet access, allowing him to continue posting on TikTok and Instagram. This led viewers to speculate whether he was staying at a hotel or somewhere else entirely. Out of all this, one thing was clear: Brandon was not permitted to stray far away from his designated location in accordance with his arrest orders.
Hello everyone, I don't look emo the way I usually do because I don't have my black hair dye, I don't have my hair flattener, I don't have my hairbrush, I don't have my ear tunnels, I don't have my black nail polish or eyeliner. So once I have all that, I'm gonna start posting the videos again. I'm gonna post full-length videos talking about emo and other alternative stuff on this YouTube, and I'll also do YouTube shorts to, to like songs and stuff, the music, you know. I'll start posting on my TikTok again, like in 30 days once my other TikTok is completely deleted, my TikTok, I'll make a new one. I won't bring any drama to. I won't be talking about any of the drama that I did on my other accounts, so. And then I'll make like more like music like videos on that one as well, so yeah. So once I get my hair dyed black and I get it flattened to emo across my face and I get my eyeliner on, my black nail polish on and my other band shirts and I get my ears re-stretched and my ear tunnels back in, then after that I'll make more YouTube videos.
The road ahead remained challenging for Brandon, and this was in part due to his own decisions. He was waiting for a bond hearing, and he was unable to grapple with the reality that his erratic TikTok threat videos were being scrutinized in relation to his case, contributing to the delays within the justice system.
How long is my house arrest? This is gonna be for a while, honestly. Because my attorney, she was gonna schedule a bond hearing for me in like 30 days from when I got out of jail, but she's gonna wait it out longer, since she said that she doesn't want to do it too soon because they're gonna add the threats I made on TikTok to my case where I could go back to jail. So she wants to wait a little longer to where she can get that dealt with to where I don't have to go back to jail.
Despite Brandon's previous claims that he would no longer make threats or express intent to harm, he quickly went back on his word.
I'm not gonna make any threats, so I'm just making sure I don't make no threats. Oh, is the worst thing in jail? Just being around dudes, honestly. But yeah, and not having like women to talk to, but whatever. So
In a colossal rant, he targeted the teacher who reported his threats, the very actions that led to his 6-month arrest. Despite the few people that rooted for Brandon and hoped that he would change for the better, it was evident that Brandon had shown no personal growth. He continued to portray himself as a victim. So much of Brandon's content has been removed, and it's actually quite difficult to find his videos of threats. Ironically, he has found himself in a self-fulfilling prophecy, as his own actions have perpetuated his own downfall. Truthfully, I'm not sure what's worse, saying that he was going to be the next Elliot Rodger, or threatening to kill a teacher who had reported him because she was concerned for the safety of her students. Brandon doesn't seem to think, he just acts very impulsively. Another example I can think of is he made a video where he was talking about what he was going to do to people if they keep accusing him of being a predator, and once again he followed up with another death threat, further contributing to the fact that he wasn't going to get out of jail.
And you're Miss Anderson? I'm gonna have to throw Jesus out the window right now. You stupid bitch. I hope you die in hell for reporting that video and making me go to jail for 6 months. You. I'm on house arrest inside of a building because of your dumbass that video to the police. You know what? I'm not gonna hurt kids. I'm not gonna hurt anyone, but I will hurt you for putting me in jail, you fuck. It's hard for me to be a Christian when I'm so angry at someone who put me in jail and has me on house arrest. That pisses me off. I'm trying to calm down because it's a sin to get angry like this, and talk violent like this, but it's not fair for me to have spent 6 months in jail and be on house arrest because it's Miss Anderson on my video. You are a cruel, evil person. If you're watching this, Miss Anderson, you are evil. You are Satan incarnate, you fucking bitch. I'm sure you're way too gone for God to ever reach you. You're a reprobate. That's what you are. You're a complete reprobate. I can't step 1 foot out of this fucking building because of your dumbass. I can't do shit because of you. And if any cops try to come for me for saying that I would hurt Miss Anderson, I will f you up, boy. I will fuck you up. If you try to arrest me, you're gonna get f***, man. No matter how many, if the whole SWAT team's there, they're gonna get f***. Because I'm not going back to jail, okay? I didn't mean that threat. I'm not gonna do anything to Miss Anderson. I was just angry because she put me in jail and has me on house arrest because of reporting my video. So you can't lock someone up for a threat they don't mean, okay? I didn't mean it. I'm not gonna hurt Miss Anderson. I didn't mean it when I said I would, okay? So therefore you can't arrest me. If you try to arrest me, that's wrongful arrest because I didn't mean the threat. So basically I will hurt you. No matter how many of you there are. Your guns, your tasers won't help you. They won't save you. Because I will not go back to jail. There's no way. I'm not going back to jail. I'll fight like hell. I'm trying to...
The arrest previously mentioned was the one that occurred towards the end of August, and this was following a video that Brandon released saying he was going to go and find the teacher who reported him and personally harm him himself. Given his pattern of behavior, I sincerely doubt this will be the last we hear of Brandon. He seems totally incapable of resisting any shot at fame or being in the spotlight, and continually goes back on his promises that he's going to change.
An awesome guy. I'm a pretty cool guy. I deserve a woman, okay? Like, if you ever met me and you spent time with me, well, only if you're an adult woman I would let you. Like, if you're an adult woman, you like met me, spent time with me, and really got to know me, you're gonna get attached to me just like that. Boom. I'm trying to be Christian right now, but I'm angry, mad at the fact adult women are rejecting me like crazy. I deserve love. I deserve the right woman to marry, go on with. Women have no right to reject me just because they think I jail kids. I'm not attracted to minors.
As we move forward, we can only hope that the victims of his actions and his family members remain safe from these vile behaviors that he continues to exhibit.